Join us as we celebrate Irish heritage and culture. Eyewitness News presents Scranton St. Patrick's Celebration.
Hello, I'm Mark Hiller.
And I'm Candace Kelly. Now, on a typical weekend before St. Patrick's Day, you're going to find us in downtown Scranton hosting the annual St. Patrick's Parade.
You sure would, but as you know, the pandemic changed our plans.
That's right. So this year, we have decided that we're going to bring you a little Irish charm by looking back at some of the past parades with a few features or two sprinkled in for good measure.
At least a little. So let's begin with the history lesson. Scranton's very first St. Patrick's Parade was held in 1853, and then again about 50 years later. But it's the second half of the 20th century when the parade became ingrained in the heritage of the Electric City. Home movies capture the images of what's become a nearly 60-year tradition. The year was 1962 when the Scranton St. Patrick's Parade stepped off in North Scranton and wound its way to Center City. It was during the Cold War, a time of tension between the U.S. and then Soviet Union.
Buddy came up with a great concept.
That concept, Blessed Are the Peacemakers. Scranton's Buddy Cosgrove and a few friends dressed as political leaders of the day. Parade historian Gary Duncan says it made for a memorable float in a St. Patrick's Parade that hadn't happened in the Electric City since the early 20th century.
The gap was from 1904 until 62. Frank Foley went down to Savannah in 61, saw their parade, liked it conceptually.
And the rest is history. When Frank Foley founded what we now know as the annual Scranton St. Patrick's Parade, it featured 8 divisions.
Which was no small feat if you think about it at that time. And they had 40,000 onlookers.
And they were able to recruit what has become a rather prolific pipe band.
Oh, absolutely.
Penn York Highlanders Bagpipe Band from Athens, Bradford County was part of that 1962 parade. It's performed in each one ever since. The number of pipe bands has also grown, along with parade divisions. There's a pipe band included in each of what are typically as many as 12 divisions.
Every division, we kind of set that up. It's almost its own individualized parade. So we have the floats, we have the pipe bands, we have the high school bands, and we have the acts. So every division, I think really, I see it as a mini parade.
In 1976, the Scranton St. Patrick's Parade started a Center City only route. Through the years, it's seen its share of celebrities participate, from NFL Hall of Famer Lynn Swann in 2006 to 2016's appearance by actress Kate Flannery from the Scranton-based TV sitcom classic The Office. The parade has also served as a way for politicians to bask in the limelight, like when then presidential candidate Hillary Clinton strode through Center City.
It's wonderful seeing how the city looks. The enthusiasm of the crowd is overwhelming.
That gets out to national coverage. So yeah, we've had some famous people over the years.
And a famous relationship, too, with Ireland, officially establishing a sister city in 1991.
That's our buddies from Ballina.
The parade tradition has marched on with few interruptions. Until its cancellation in 2020, the Scranton St. Patrick's Parade had only been postponed 5 times, in 1974, 1981, 82, and 83, and a decade later because of the blizzard of 93. This year's postponement, though, is a little different. It's one that'll be measured in months rather than days. The Scranton St. Patrick's Parade Committee rescheduled its 2021 parade date to September 18th. After so many COVID-related hardships, it will serve as a way to get a sense of community through an Irish-themed celebration back on track.
I hope this is the last pandemic that anybody ever has to face. I hope it's the last time a parade has to be canceled. Dublin puts on a fine parade, but I'm a Scrantonian. I think Scranton does a marvelous job.
The Scranton St. Patrick's Parade Committee is dedicated to bringing the Electric City the best bands, floats, and more each and every year.
And the parade, Mark, as you mentioned, started in 1962. And you know what? We're lucky to have some home video of that parade shared with us by the Parade Committee.
So enjoy more of that iconic St. Patrick's Parade in Scranton.
Still ahead, our procession of parade clips continues with a look at the sights and sounds of some of the parades through the years.
This is P.J. Downey, the mayor of Ballina, County Mayo in Ireland.
Welcome back.
And of course, you know, Deputy Chief Jim Clay.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Top of the morning to you.
And we'll also take a look at some of the rich parade day traditions, a mass at St. Peter's Cathedral, and a traditional benefit run. Stay with us.
You're watching an Eyewitness News special, Scranton's St. Patrick's Celebration.
Before the first band steps off or the first bagpiper plays, there is plenty that goes on ahead of the big parade.
Is there ever? There are lines to paint, prayers to be said, and for those ready to run an annual race. WBRE 28, WYOU 22 Eyewitness News photojournalist Joseph Butesh has covered all of that through the years, and as luck would have it, he's sharing his stories with us.
You could say Parade Day actually begins on Friday with the painting of the Green Line.
Other gentlemen I worked with before me, they did it, and it was always an honor, you know, to be able to do that. And, you know, being I'm Irish, it means a special meaning to me to do it. And it's pretty cool. Every year people ask you, when are you painting the line? It's kind of like the kickoff to the parade.
On Saturday morning, the annual Parade Day Mass in honor of St. Patrick takes place at St. Peter's Cathedral.
The parade would always begin with the Mass because what's being celebrated is St. Patrick and the faith that he proclaimed to people in Ireland and ultimately throughout all of Europe.
Next up, the annual Brian P. Kelly Memorial Race.
The race, which is the oldest continuous race in northeastern Pennsylvania, we all work together and we do it for the love of our Irish heritage.
It is interesting to think how long these traditions have lasted. The parade, all of the organizations, groups like the Friendly Sons of St. Patrick now in their 115th year, groups like the Irish Society here in the Scranton area, groups like parade groups not only here in Scranton but throughout our whole area, celebrating the lives of those who preceded us.
Bringing a parade, a quality parade, to all the people and businesses of northeastern Pennsylvania. That's why we wanted to get out our new date this year so families can make changes in their schedules, and we're hopefully going to have a lot of the same people that always come in and families that come in, and that's the most important thing. That's why the bands are there, the bagpipe bands.
Most of those performers put in a lot of time and effort, like the Greater Scranton Black Diamonds, who practice here at Eagle Host Company No. 1 in Dixon City.
Biggest event we have of the year, and we're the hometown band. Everything has to be right in respect to the people that wore this uniform and played this instrument prior to us.
It's just really exciting to see everybody out there having a good time and the crowd, and they're cheering you on. It's just a really great feeling.
It's huge, it's so exciting. It's wall-to-wall people, they must be 10 deep at certain spots, and it's just very exciting. There's people along the whole way cheering.
There's nothing like the pipes. The sound of the pipes and drums, it resonates through your whole soul. It gets you right from the gut. It comes, you know, right out from the inside.
We are doing it this year, tentatively, halfway to St. Patrick's Day in September. Usually we have over 10,000 participants.
If COVID has taught us anything for this past year, it is that we truly do need each other. We truly do want to gather as a community. And that's one of the great traditions. We're unable to have it here in the spring, and we will, on September 18th, go to an actual day parade, and hopefully in 2022 return to parades. We will experience anew what it really is to be the community we all love, northeastern Pennsylvania.
The Greater Scranton Black Diamonds Pipe Band, who we just featured, is always looking for new members. No experience needed, just a love of bagpipes.
I nominate you. I think you could be part of the pipe band.
I'll try anything, Mark.
Right? I've been told I'm full of hot air, so I'll give it a shot. Lessons are given for real, though, Tuesday nights at 7 at Eagle Host Company No. 1 on Eagle Lane in Dixon City. We have more about their practices on pahomepage.com. So now we are ready to begin showcasing some parades through the years, and we've been looking digging through our archives, and we found some gems to share with you.
And our first parade memory takes us back to 1995. A look at the North Pocono Band and Philly Fanatic in town.
Your parade hosts that year were WYOU anchor Debbie Dunleavy and sports director John Nugent.
Moscow, Pennsylvania, proud to present the Trojan Marching Band of North Pocono High School. The band directed by Mr. Frank Turquato. His assistant, Joseph Sorrenti. Band front advisor is Susanna Whitelavich.
Note that all the marchers are wearing fresh corsages and boutonnieres purchased from the Children's Miracle Network. The Trojan Band and Band Front have appeared in this parade for a lot of years, as well as the parade in Wilkes-Barre, our sister city, and in the Carbondale Pioneer Days Parade, to be sure. They've even performed in the Capitol Rotunda in Harrisburg.
Just comes flying out of his mouth. It's going to come out any time now. He'll knock you right over. And yes, he can dance. Fanatic's quite a character if you go to Veterans Stadium. I remember one year the Dodgers were at Veterans Stadium, and Tommy Lasorda does not get along with the Fanatic.
No.
So the Fanatic came out with a mannequin of an LA Dodger baseball player, threw it on the ground and started jumping up and down upon it. At that point, Lasorda came out of the dugout, knocked the Fanatic down, and beat the stuffings out of him.
Oh, no.
And I had the occasion to interview Tommy Lasorda following that season, and I asked him about it, and he said he was mad. He said, sort of like pipe band. Local union number 3, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, NYC, New York City. Oh, let's just listen. Forget this talking stuff. Day for the Irish.
Great day for the Irish, a grand day. The Keystone String Band strutting its stuff. The
Keystone String Band performs throughout. Let's do it together. We'll do it in stereo.
In tandem. From Scranton to Philadelphia, they perform throughout eastern Pennsylvania, from Reading to Pottsville.
Director of the band is Harry Dunheimer. Musical director is Jonathan Dalton.
We've been working together a long time, John. We know each other so well. When Irish eyes are smiling.
Well, last night you were belting that out in the newsroom.
Trying to get out all in the mood.
Sounded very good. Are the Encore Twirlers.
Making their 8th appearance in the Scranton-Lackawanna St. Patrick's Parade. Established in 1987, the Encore Twirlers are under the direction of Michelle Navarro and Sharon DiMatteo.
The group competes in local, state, national competition and has captured a total of 48 championship titles, which is pretty darn good if they've only been at it since 1987.
They're going to dazzle us with their bold sequins and their new number.
making their 8th appearance in the Scranton-Lackawanna County St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Still to come, another great parade memory from our archives. We're jumping ahead to 1996.
Would that be
Space Link 22?
the infamous Space Link?
Yes, it is.
And Donnie Perry at the helm. Well, where's Commander Bob Bridges?
And parade weekend means big business. We'll take a look at how restaurants get ready for Parade Day and how the pandemic is playing a role in the Parade Day fun.
You're watching an Eyewitness News special, Scranton St. Patrick's Celebration.
Welcome back to our Scranton St. Patrick's Parade special. We hope you're enjoying our look back at the parade through the years. In this series of clips from 2005 and 2006, many politicians find their way to the parade to meet and greet parade goers. And by the way, 2006 was the 45th edition, Candace, of that parade.
And we will also feature 2007, the first year that I had the honor of hosting the parade as well. I was Candace Grosclass back then before I got married and got the Irish last name going.
Oh, the memories.
Yeah, along with then anchor Eric Shiner and parade committee member John Keeler. So let's take a look back.
Listen.
Another neat fact about the band here, actually the largest band in New York State of all the.
Oh, Lynn Swan we're seeing coming up.
Yeah.
Of course, Lynn Swan going to be running for governor coming
You got
up.
it.
Yes, she is. I saw the man run and catch a couple passes on television, even though he's a Southern California graduate, you know, USC.
We also have Governor Ed Rendell who's expected to
Governor
be in the parade
Rendell
at
is
some
on his
point
way,
as well.
from what I understand. I've been looking around. Is the HHC 109th Infantry Mechanized Division out of the Watrous Armory. Alpha Company, 109th Infantry out of Honesdale Armory. Bravo Company, 109th Infantry Mechanized out of Williamsport Armory. Charlie Company, 109th Infantry Mechanized out of New Milford. Art Donato is the president of the Charlie Company. HHC 55th Brigade, headquarters Scranton Armory. Detachment LB 228th Forward Support Battalion, Scranton Armory. Lynn Marcus, co-leader. HHC 2nd, 103rd Armor, Scranton Armory. John Lesh, president. Troop 104th Cavalry, East Strasburg Armory. We'd like to express, obviously, our appreciation to the men and women, soldiers of the Pennsylvania Army National Guard for all they do for us.
Always.
County.
There he is. We've got the governor. You can see Ed Rendell there, and the mayor of Scranton, Chris Doherty.
Oh,
so it looks
good.
like he made it. He's had a busy day, I understand, going all over
That's
the
good.
state.
Yeah, we're glad that Governor Rendell made it. He's marching with the electricians union and Flanagan and the boys.
We saw his competitor Lynn Swan go by a little earlier.
Yep, there's Jimmy Connor still basking in the glow of his nephew's unbelievable victories. There he is, Governor Ed Rendell, Governor of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Flew in from Pittsburgh, probably not long ago.
I hope his arms aren't tired, that's all.
Oh, jeez.
Mayor Christopher Doherty.
He's out there, and
Mike
so
Washoe.
yep, County Commissioner Mike Washoe.
They are really, really good.
Another big round of applause, too, from the crowd as the Pipers
God bless
pass
the
by.
United States Marine Corps.
Absolutely. I think one of the great things.
Recruiting situation for the National Guard usually.
Definitely has some good moves.
That's pretty impressive. Not nearly as impressive.
All right, I'm Eric Shiner, and it's a beautiful day here in Scranton, right, Candace?
Oh, you got that right. I'm Candace Grosskloss, and we also are joined by a special parade goer. Every year this man is here, John Keeler. How
I'm
are
here
you?
again.
It's your 4th year running, right, John?
4th year, yep.
The man that knows everything about the parade.
It's been hard staying on this scaffolding for 4 years, I'll tell you that. Henderson.
They were formed in 1922. It makes it one of the oldest pipe bands in the United States. And of course, they started this year opening up for Rod Stewart. A little different. Let's take a listen.
I see Sal DiFrancesco, our chief financial officer out there. Rick Strauss driving the truck. Marine hymn. God bless the United States Marines. River Shannon close.
Impressive.
Very impressive. Most impressive, as Darth Vader would say. Impressive. Most.
The blues for the two rivers, the green of Central Park, and the red to remember the towers and those that lost their lives that day.
It's about 33 members in this group.
They're magnificent. Wow. They are really, look at this. Makes you want to dance.
And here come the Welcome Waggers Therapy Dogs.
Yeah, this is great. This unit consists of about 50 teams of therapy dogs.
Dogs are definitely man's best friend, right?
Oh, yeah.
What they do for us and how they ask for return is a nice warm place to stay, some food and some
They'll love
attention.
you. Yep. Unconditional love.
Unconditional.
And of course, this particular part of the parade, 50 dogs taking part, roughly. They're all therapy dogs. They've been certified by Therapy Dogs International.
Western Wayne Wildcats out there in Hamlin.
Of course, they're getting ready here. Western Wayne marching in to perform in the Magic Kingdom. They'll be leading the Make Your Dreams Come True parade up Main Street, USA this April.
You know, we could name some of the fans in the parade that have participated in Disney World. They could have a parade in Disney World of all bands from Rutgers PA.
Right.
Here's Leanne Anhoff.
Yeah, that's it. They started out. Irish kick. Dunmore Marching Band. Wayne Smith, the Dunmore Bucks.
And again, they participated many years in this parade.
Oh, many, many years. They're a stalwart. The parade would not be the same without Dunmore being in it.
You know, watching this marching and celebrating is making me hungry.
Oh, me too. And it is the luck of the Irish that Haley Bianco and Chris Bohinski have something special cooking in the PA Live Kitchen. And we have a recipe and more when our St. Patrick's mini celebration continues.
You're watching an Eyewitness News special, Scranton's St. Patrick's Celebration.
Welcome back. We hope you're enjoying our St. Patrick's celebration. We are bringing you some highlights from parades past while we wait for September and this year's edition. Candace, you know, you and I were together again for the 2012 and 2013 parades. They were great additions, by the way.
The bands and the step dancers, they delighted us as they made their way down the parade route. And of course, we were joined once again by John Keeler. And in 2013, Mike Harity of the parade committee, he was with us as we presented the parade to our viewers.
You know, reel, a great Irish reel there.
baby.
The Washington Showstoppers.
We have a little update to tell you about. You may have been watching earlier in the parade. There was an attempt, the high five champion attempt, and we understand that they broke a record.
That's what we're told. That Bob Foley, representing the Scranton Notre Dame club, has broken a record for number of high fives.
And Bob himself is a cancer survivor, if I got that right.
Yes, he is. Bob's a wonderful, wonderful guy. Former bartender at Tinks, and a young man who, just after getting married, came down with brain cancer. And he's had a little bit of a struggle, but he's back to health now. He just had the birth of his first child. And as you can see how well he's doing now, that he was able to run up this block and high five everybody along the street side.
That's fantastic. I don't know how you record something like that, but I saw him work in the crowds.
Playing us out.
It is wonderful seeing all of the parade memories from years past. And we're not finished just yet. We have more parade highlights through the years to show you.
Oh, look at these guys.
Those big bikes. Those guys are about 8 feet off the ground there.
Yeah.
Now that takes some coordination, Karen.
I'll say.
Forget it. I'd have rolled into the crowd.
And I hear a wee bit of music in our future. We're celebrating with an Irish song or two in our hearts. A toe-tapping feature coming up next.
You're watching an Eyewitness News special, Scranton's St. Patrick's Celebration.
Welcome back as we celebrate the Scranton St. Patrick's Parade through the years. In 2012, Candace was becoming a mommy again, and she had the parade day off. So I was joined by then PA Live host and reporter Monica Medea. And Candace, I can tell you from experience, you didn't miss much of rain buckets that day.
Good one to be inside. Now the following year, Mark, you were on the DL, and I was joined by then sports director Ken Brown. And I might add, though, that was a beautiful day. You missed out on that one.
Of course I did.
It was sunny and 50.
almost every year. The Wyoming Valley Pipe and Drum Band.
Fantastic. Involved with the Confederation of Union Generals. And in fact, he's grown a full beard and loves to enact these generals from back in Civil War times.
This particular group was founded back in October of 2002. You see him bringing in the horse-drawn carriage.
There's so much history in Pennsylvania.
What do you think of the people in the city? I mean, isn't this just a great celebration of the culture?
You guys know how to do it, and that's why I came back. You know, who doesn't love a great party? And you know, Scranton's been very good to the office and the office. I mean, it's been mutual.
So I would imagine you've been received with a lot of love coming back to the city.
This is, I mean, I may not leave. I may be stuck here.
All right, everybody knows who this guy is. Tux from the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. He's always a good time.
As we head to break, here is a parade memory that will chill you.
The blizzard of '93. The storm made up for what was a relatively tame season. Nearly 2 feet of snow piled up as the storm socked it to parade weekend March 13th and 14th. The blizzard of '93 forced the postponement of the Scranton Parade. It was held the following weekend.
You're watching an Eyewitness News special, Scranton's St. Patrick's Celebration.
Okay, Mark, how would you describe Irish music? Fast tempo or folksy maybe, banjo strumming or one-headed bodhran beat?
Oh, that's one on me. But whatever your opinion, it'll probably lift your spirits and get you moving ahead of their live stream Facebook St. Patrick's Day concert. 2822 Eyewitness News photojournalist Joseph Butash introduces us to Scranton area-based Irish band Donnybrook.
Irish music is a celebration of life. That's what it is. The Irish history is a tragic history in many ways. And the Irish turn to poetry and music to really just lift their spirits in troubled times.
Drinking songs, rebel songs, folk songs, a mixture of all of them.
He that are broke, so rich and so weak.
If you tell somebody, I love Irish music, well, their Irish music is different from the Irish music that you enjoy, because there are clear lines between each of those different categories. So it could be anything, really.
The best thing is everybody seems to come out and just enjoy it and party, even if they're not Irish.
Donnybrook, we formed back in 1991. Our fathers started the Irish Balladeers back in the mid to late 60s, and they were very popular up and down the East Coast. They were popular here in Northeast PA. They still are, the Balladeers in Northeast PA.
We were out watching them one night and we started talking about it, getting together, and that's how we grew.
We're fortunate enough to be able to get together at the right time in our lives where we all started doing this and shared the love and shared the stories, and we're able to keep doing that, and we really just enjoy what we do.
The bull run, it's actually an Irish war drum, They use it as going into battle, you know, with certain beats on it. And it's pretty much, I just picked it up and started running and doing other things with it.
Donnybrook, it's a word that you don't really hear that much in the English language, and it actually came from a section of Dublin back in the late 1700s, and they would have a fair every year in that area. And unfortunately, the fair would get out of hand. You know, a lot of people drinking, a lot of fighting. So the word Donnybrook started to be associated with fighting and, you know, just an uproar and commotion or whatever.
They come with vengeance in their eyes to lay.
We play up in New York and Binghamton area, we play down in the Poconos, and we're just running around the whole time. I just really enjoy seeing the same faces year after year and some new faces, and introduce them to what we're doing and the music and the history and the culture.
And the daylight seldom seen.
Donnybrook will host a live concert on their Facebook page on St. Patrick's Day.
Our parade special continues as we march on to 2018, and we once again had the honor of hosting the parade along with parade committee member Bill King.
And if I recall, Candace, the weather was very chilly, but Irish eyes were certainly smiling as the parade made its way down North Washington Avenue.
It's a Society of Creative Anachronism, an international organization dedicated to researching and recreating the arts and skills of pre-17th century Europe. See a lot of the middle-aged Renaissance, if you will.
That's pretty awesome. And as you mentioned earlier, Candace, it's nice to see how diverse the parade is. You know, from beautiful antique cars to this group here. You know, we're going to have some jugglers around today and back.
This is Young's Funny Farm. If you're not familiar with Young's Funny Farm, they are in Berwick, based in Berwick. It's a small nonprofit, but they have a very simple mission. They want to bring smiles. And they do that through various animals.
They're therapy animals.
Yes.
They're fantastic. You'd have therapy donkeys. They're so well behaved.
It's amazing, isn't it? I never even knew there was a therapy donkey. Their founder is Gene Reed. Gene Reed is the guy who paints the green lines.
Irish Gene Reed, yeah. Well, these guys aren't messing around.
Man.
Reminds me of our newsroom meeting when we're trying to, you know, battle for stories that we're going to cover.
Minus the headgear.
Yeah.
Boy, to think I almost wore that today. I mean, how embarrassing would that have been? Well done. The Skyliners Drum and Bugle Corps. We got.
And you can see they have their truck separated with the Christmas piece on the one side and the Halloween piece on the other side.
Yes.
Culkins do a tremendous job with the Holiday House. And we're thrilled to have them part of the parade this year.
We had mentioned some animals just now. Therapy Dogs International Chapter 254 is here. They're a nonprofit with members from Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, and surrounding communities. Their membership, about 80 members strong. They visit nursing homes, bringing joy there, as well as assisted living facilities, hospitals, schools, and libraries. They do so many visits. In fact, their calendar is more than filled. They have more than 50 visits per month.
Wow.
That's multiple ones in a day. When they say the real heroes are the dogs who bring unconditional love to all the facilities they visit. Many of their therapy dogs have over 500 visits.
We have more parade memories ahead as we head to break. Another tradition for Parade Week, the annual flag raising by the Irish Cultural Society and the Ancient Order of Hibernians.
The Irish flag proudly flies in front of the Lackawanna County Courthouse on North Washington Avenue in Scranton.
You're watching an Eyewitness News special, Scranton's St. Patrick's Celebration.
Our most recent Scranton St. Patrick's Parade memories are from 2019. The parade, of course, was canceled in 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
We once again had the honor of hosting, and the weather was picture perfect.
Behind Carbondale is Sherry's Royalettes and the Pennsylvania State Twirl Team champions with the National Baton Twirling Association. They won at Penn State University in Rec Hall. They've been around for 39 years.
And still going strong.
And they've twirled. And they're followed by the Scranton Fire Department. Can't say enough about these guys. They put their lives on the line each and every day.
They sure do.
In fact, they just fought a huge fire on Stafford Avenue in South Scranton the other day. A lot of brave individuals.
Got to give a shout out to my father-in-law, Bill Cadogan, if he's watching from Florida today. He was a longtime Scranton firefighter. Folks know him in the department as Dukes. So Dukes, this is for you, buddy.
Kelly Hopkins out there. My friend from the fire department. A lot of my neighbors are firemen too. These guys are great.
Well, as they march on by, we're going to take a quick break, but we've plenty more parade coverage for you still ahead.
Go Vikings. Field. It is spectacular.
Oh, it's amazing. On a summer night up there watching a ball game, it's awesome.
That is the life. Yep.
Do you believe we're this close to the home opener? They're going to play the Buffalo Bisons on Thursday, April 11th at 7:05 p.m. Wow. So base Hiram Shriners, they're a group of men representing a wide variety of backgrounds. However, they come together to share a common commitment to brotherhood, family, and the community, caring for children and families in need. The Hiram Shrine is involved with this parade each and every year for many, many years. We're fortunate to have them. Everybody loves to have bands, they have clowns, antique cars.
It's hard to compare their commitment to children to virtually any other organization. It is just off the charts.
Thank you for joining us for this special presentation honoring the Scranton St. Patrick's Parade.
We hope you enjoyed our trip down memory lane through the years as much as we did.
And we hope to make even more memories when the parade steps off this year in September. For everyone here at WBRE 28, WYOU 22 Eyewitness News, I'm Candace Kelly.
And I'm Mark Hiller. Thank you for watching, and happy St. Patrick's Day.
That place is where I am lying. I'll be there in sunshine.
boy.